Hello guys. That is a weird. Hello guys. Welcome. I'm Dr. Chelcom. Doing this episode before I go to school because we had a wonderful 2-hour delay today. Woo! And I think I kind of fixed the problem with the sound. I don't know for sure, but I think so. I changed the compression thing that I was using for the Dazzle. So it sounds like it should normally, mostly.
This is getting exciting.
So, and the clippiness I'm hoping is just on my side. I don't know for sure. Clippiness, if it is on everything, I will try to fix. If it's just on my side, then it's nah. Anyway, we have our fight versus Bit and Leena, the advanced Blitz team. Now this, the first time that I played this, I had a lot of trouble against this. Mainly because of the Liger Zero. It just has an insane combat stat. So, it doesn't, its only weapon other than pouncing is its kind of underneath cannon, which isn't going to do much. So basically, the only strategy that you really want to do is learn how to use the side hop and be able to learn when he is going to pounce. He telegraphs his moves a lot, and if you can get a shield, it helps if you need a safeguard. But yeah, just learn how he's going to telegraph his move, come in, come down, something like that. He does a pretty large telegraph, so you'll know. The Blade Liger is actually a fairly good Zoid for this fight. The first time I did this, I did it with the Double Arms Lizard, as I've said before. I used to always start with the Double Arms Lizard. Which Brad is really not going to be that much help in this. I mean, he did take out Leena, but until he gets a better upgraded Zoid, he's not going to be much help. Because the Command Wolf really cannot dish out that much damage. Which should be rectified pretty soon. See, I think he's going to catch me, yeah. And that did a lot of damage if you would go back and see my health. But basically, the one thing I can just say is learn how to use the side hops. Or use the side... It's probably dodging. Yeah, I don't know exactly what they classify it as. But I'm gonna catch him here, and that's gonna be... No, that's not gonna be it. See? That is a lot of damage. With the combination of the missiles and the counter spin, took him out. So we've got this match done. Moving on to the next one.
Easy victory.
Yep, that sound sounds so much better. I don't know what I was listening to or what I was using before. And I think we get a D rank. Yeah, because we both are on really low health. That's the main deciding factor of your rank. That did not come out better. If anybody uses settings for their Dazzle, can you tell me what it is? I could always check with GS, see what he does. But the music seems to come out fine, but the voices are the problem. Unless it's just... Now it went back. Oh well. That's just me speeding this part up. I don't do that much. I'm just checking out what I want to go for next. And I thought I might want to go for the Desert Liger, but then I decided I'll go for the Double Arms Lizard for Brad's unit. Which will then come in handy later because it has a special ability to it. So... yeah, I think that laggy spike is my end. I don't know entirely for sure. I'm gonna zoom this out and see if that helps it. And this fight is against Harry Champ and
Let's
Blitz?
go.
No. I don't remember his name. He's not a very nice guy. That's what I remember from the show. And I was disapproved if some of you guys had never seen Zoids before. What? Zoids was my favorite show in the end. Okay, so we have the Lightning Saix and a Cannon Tortoise.
This is it.
Main thing you're want to go after is the Lightning Saix. That's going to be your main problem. Lightning Saix have their armament has to stay in one place,
This can't be
and
true.
both of their armaments have to stay in one place. They have a Vulcan and they have a fairly high-end laser thing that's on their back. They can't turn those, so they have to turn to point you. And then they have an alright combat ability, and that's me abusing the shield. But they're very, very fast. That's kind of the gimmick with them, is that they're very, very fast. So you're going to want to be a little cautious with them, but you don't have to be too bad. After you take him out, the Cannon Tortoise should be no problem. He does have a charged particle cannon, so as shown there, it'll do. Actually, no, that's the normal cannon. It's that blue one. No, it's the yellow one. Yeah, it's the yellow one. That will do a lot of damage, but you should be able to take it out fairly quickly, like I did.
That was an easy victory.
Yes, it was. Very, very low bit. Very, very low voiced bit. Yeah. I think on this one we get a B. Ah, excuse me. The ranks really do nothing for you. It just tells you about how well you did and if you can improve something. They don't do basically anything else. They don't give you more prizes. They don't give you more prize money. It's based on your prize money, so it doesn't really do anything. And our next battle is against Stroller and Pierce. Stroller and Pierce. They were the bad guys in the show. Well, at least Pierce was. Stroller was. He wasn't a good guy, but he wasn't a bad guy because he played by the rules most of the time. And he has and they have an Elephander and a Raptor. Raptors basically are very, very weak units, but they have blades to them that make them, and they're fairly short-range blades, and unlike the Blade Legger, they don't seem to glitch out as much. Like, by me saying they glitch out as much, you can see it sometimes. I run clearly into somebody, and the blades don't activate. And I sold off the, I bought the Double Arms Lizard, and I sold off the Command Wolf, because we don't really need it anymore, and it gives me a little bit more money that I can get a weapon or two for the Double Arm Lizard, but I already had the 8 missile pods, so I was just going to keep that. So now we can take that money and put it towards something else, like options or subparts, which I usually never get. I get options sometimes, but I usually never get subparts, but I was thinking, hey, you do better in the missions, and they give you subparts, so why don't we try getting subparts? So I'm going to try to minimize how many times I lose, because I am lazy and don't want to spend hours recording one match. And I think the next Zoid I'm going to go after is the Dark Spiner. One of those. So, which complements the, both of them fairly well. Both of them, the Dark Spiner has blades, but can also put on a fairly high-end cannon, which complements the Double Arms Lizard. So I'm gonna buy a couple of subparts. Gonna get prepared for fighting Pierce and Stroller. So the Elephant. Okay, I'm just playing the Rev Raptor. The Rev Raptor would basically be like an infantry unit, kind of like with the Magla or the. I guess the Sea Striker would be more of a cavalry unit. The SB generator there, the first part there is a As you can see, it's a weapon, not a weapon, an armor unit. The SB generator upgrades your combat ability, which is a fairly good upgrade. This means you'll do more damage with your combat. The Elephander is basically like a tank. I know they're basically all tanks, but some of them are not. The Elephander, the cannon Tortoise, kind of. Geno Breakers, those are basically tanks. Genosaur is more of like a knight unit, but a Geno Breaker is more of a tank. Which I'll get into those a little bit later. We'll see him.
You're quite helpless.
So I'm gonna have Brad go after the Elephander at least. That was the theory. While I try to take out the Rev Raptor, which really is not not a problem because you can see that its health goes down fairly quickly. Rev Raptors don't have very much defense, and basically anything that you can pull on them will do lots of damage. There you can see their blades, and there you can see the Blade Legger's blades glitching out.
How about this?
I obviously was going to hit it, and right there I kind of did the X lunge thing mid-air because I was going to land on top of him, and Pierce had her blades out, which would have caused damage to me instead of damage to it. So the little lunge there kind of propelled me forward to get over it. So yeah, this Rev Raptor is not going to be long here. I think I do a lunge or something, and then that basically takes it out. And there goes the Rev Raptor. Nope, there doesn't go the Rev Raptor. It has like 2 or 3 HP. So I have to do something like thought I'd just like nick it with a blast, and that takes it out.
I'll show
Yep.
you how grown-ups play.
And now it's time to go whack Elephander if we can find it, because Brad wasn't doing his job.
You're
Brad's just
quite
chilling in there,
helpless.
shooting missiles and laser beams, random places. Thanks, Brad. Thanks. Way to do your job, man.
I don't work for free.
Well, then you should have been doing
I
your
don't
job.
work for free.
And this is time he's being stubborn and not really going to what he was supposed to be going to. That's the one part I don't like about this.
You're quite helpless.
The computer players that help you are not very smart most of the time. The computer players for the opponents aren't always smart as well, but that's okay. And this is me trying to get him around into the door, which is not going to happen. And gonna get him. We're gonna get Stroller. And holy crap, a barrage of missiles. I thought that was kind of epic. Like coming around the corner, barrage of missiles, dodge most of them. And slice and dice. The Elephanders. Oh, he got me. The Elephanders are big enough, kind of like with the rest of the tanks, that you're really not going to have a problem with the blades if you so choose, because you'll be able to do it. That was a misclick. I did not mean to lunge over him. Elephander's armament has, as you saw there, he has kind of like a lightsaber with his trunk. He has a Gatling gun with missile pod thing that's on his back. On the front of it, it shoots out a Gatling gun thing, but on the back it shoots out missiles, which, as you can see right there. I would say that's for running away, but the Elephander's not really going to run away from anything because it's slower than Crud. So let's see. Thought it had a tail rattling gun, and that's it. And there goes down the Elephander. Not that big of a fight. Not big of a deal.
That wasn't easy.
Look at those streams of missiles. That looks always epic right there. And that will be basically what we will do for today's episode. Those 3 matches. We'll see what the next coming up episode, and then I'll call it a day. And we get, I think, because Brad didn't take any damage and I took minimal. I think if I remember right, we get an S rank. Yeah, an S rank. Which is the best rank you can get. S is basically above A, but it doesn't really... The ranks really don't affect anything, as I said before. So, next battle is upgraded Blitz team. Leena with her gun sniper and Bit with his Liger Schneider. No, not Liger Schneider. Liger Jaeger. Go German titles!